doing on all three platforms. She has built a digital marketing agency and is a LinkedIn growth expert. So it's a pleasure to host you, Vedika, and I'm sure that this session is going to be a lot value adding for all the people out there and to others as well. If you have any questions related to freelancing and lead acquisition, this is your opportunity. Go in. You can type in your question in the no mic chat, or you can, if you want to come on the stage and ask it one on one to Vedika, just send in an invite and I'll bring you on the stage. So yes, Vedika. So it would be awesome if we can just start with how you started with freelancing, then Fourth Square, your journey building Fourth Square and everything.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Happy to be here and talk about, how I evolved as a person and as a freelancer and became an agency owner. So, yeah, happy to share a lot of stuff today. So, to start, how I started my journey. Uh, Basically, I was very, very, very confused about what I want to do in life. I was trying graphic designing. I was doing BCom in college, and it was just not like I was just not enjoying any of it. The graphic designing I was enjoying, but I was not super good at it. So, I just came across digital marketing, and I just thought I might as well try it out and see if this is the right fit for me or not. Because I was just following the process of elimination. Whatever is not happening is not happening. You move on to the next thing. So that's what I did with digital marketing as well. And initially tried out almost, everything. Did SEO courses, tried doing Facebook ads, tried doing normal, making social media posts on Canva, video editing. Matlab, the most trivial tasks also, I've tried to do because social marketing was like everywhere, right? Like it was not any particular task that I could focus on. Then I attended a course on LinkedIn, and on that course, like they said that okay, make content only. So I was like, okay, fine. I've tried making content. I'd written a couple of blogs before that because I was trying out everything. So I thought might as well write content on LinkedIn. So started doing that, and that got started getting me inbound leads. So just writing good content. So that's when I thought that okay, maybe I should teach more people that this is how it has worked for me. And my dad said just do like a small paid course. I did like for $100, and I did a small paid course on how LinkedIn worked out for me and how it can help other people as well. So around 15 people registered for it, and the course was great. Everything happened, and after that, one of the participants called me, and he was like, "Hey, I get how LinkedIn is working, but I don't have the time for it. So can you manage it for me?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe I can try this out as well. Might as well try out everything." So I told him, "Yes, I did not really know how to manage somebody else's profile because I had just been managing my profile, but I still wanted to give it a shot." So charged very minimum and gave it a shot. That's how I started with the LinkedIn service. Then did the same thing on Twitter. Started to grow my platform on Twitter. Then helped other people out, and now trying to grow my platform on Instagram as well. So basically, this is how I got into freelancing in agency once my freelancing business scaled.
Awesome. Like a lot of part of it are so relatable. So since the session is about getting the first high paying client, you told us the story of getting your first client. But might as well tell us how did you get your first high paying client? Like which
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah. So see, inbound leads, slowly and slowly, I started with charging people $10,000, right, which was very, very low. And then I started getting good inbound leads as well. But that was still not how much I should have been, like, I should have been charging people just because, inbound leads usually are not very high paying. Only a couple of them are, but most of them are not. And couple also is very, luck में जाएगा, like अगर luck हुआ तो मिल जाएगा. Otherwise, it's usually like decently paying inbound leads. So I was just thinking that how can I? This was when I had met Unnati, and I was telling her that dude, inbound leads are great, but after a point now, this is if we want to scale, we can't work on quantity. We have to work on quality because quantity, if we work on, then we will go crazy with the number of clients that we'll have to work with. So it's better to just take one high paying client rather than taking low paying clients. So she also agreed with me, and that's when we started doing outbound marketing. This is the first time I started doing web marketing, which was reaching out to people on Twitter and telling them about our service. So that's when I genuinely started closing high paying clients.
Awesome, awesome. So, like you mentioned upon like maintaining a balance between quantity and quality, and I just wanted to ask, like the 80-20 Pareto principle, does that work in freelancing also?
Yeah, so I mean, the only thing was that after a point, you can't, if you want to scale, you can't have 100 clients, right? There
Right.
is a limit. You can obviously, but it will just you will have to sell your soul for that because you will be so busy with
Right.
everything. Like you will have no time for yourself. The work-life balance would just take a hit. So it's always better to focus on quality more once you are sure of your skill set. So if you're not sure, then obviously first work on that and
Mm,
see if it's working out, and then go for quality.
right. Absolutely, I get you. So, yeah, the next question that I wanted to ask is I'm also giving a heads up to anyone who wants to come on the stage and let's make it a two-way conversation
Yeah,
and a flowing event. So just
yeah,
ask more
yeah.
questions. You can, okay, so we have someone who is requesting. Shivam, you are requesting, so I am, yeah, taking you up on the stage so you can come and ask question to Vedika. I've sent you an invite, Shivam. Please. Yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Shivam,
Yeah,
you are.
yeah. Hi, Shivami.
Hi Vedika, thank you so much for being with us today here. I just
No
have one
worries.
question to you. If
Yeah.
we are pitching, if we are doing a marketing proposal to a CSR department of a company, what are the things that we should take care of? We all know how to do it for B2B, B2C, direct to consumer. What are the main things that we should take care of when we are pitching a marketing proposal or a business proposal to a CSR department of a company? Thanks.
So, what exactly will you help them with in the CSR department?
It's more of education based learning for the unprivileged students, helping them improve their creativity, how to pitch that particular thing, what are the key points that we should that they look in for us.
So, see, anywhere, whenever you're pitching something, you should never pitch the features, always pitch the benefits, right? So, if you are going to tell them that, after doing these activities, what benefit will that company get out of it? So, pitch that instead of, I will do these things for you.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Cool. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shivam. Anyone else who has a question, or shall I move ahead with my list of questions? Yeah, so we have someone. Okay, I'm taking you up on the stage, Akshat. Please like accent. Yeah, hi Oak. Yeah.
Oh, hello, Vedika. So my first question is, what you mentioned something about inbound deals. What exactly
Yeah.
are inbound deals?
Okay. Inbound leads. So inbound leads basically means that if you create content on any platform, say Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn, by creating content, I mean writing tweets, writing posts, making reels. So people see your reels and then they reach out to you saying that, hi, Vedika, I want to avail your services or I am interested in working with you. So that is an inbound lead when they themselves come to you and ask you to work with them.
Okay. And so how do you actually? Okay, that's fine. So when the business actually approaches you, and so what is the criteria on the basis of which you decide that how much money you shall be taking from them, or is it based on the scale of the business, or is it just like you have like a
No, no. So
constant?
I don't have a constant rate card. It depends on their business. So if I see that they've been funded, then I obviously double my charges. If I see that these are the things that I look for usually. If I see that they've been in business for quite some time, so number of
Mhm.
years matters, funding or not funding matters. Then you see the number of employees. If they have a lot of number of employees, lot meaning 50 plus, that means that they have good, they have a capacity to pay more. So go on their LinkedIn, see their employees, see if they got funding on Google, see the number of years on LinkedIn only. Like if you go to the CEO's profile, you'll be able to see how long he's been the CEO for. So इस ये सब चीज से you can understand whether to reduce your charges or actually double.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Cool, thank you. Okay, so there's a question in the chat, Vedika, like they're asking how to get foreign clients, where to find them other than Freelancer and Fiverr. So if you can just also touch upon these websites, how good are these websites like Fiverr, Upwork, and Freelancer.com to get good clients, and then how to get foreign clients.
Okay. So see, I have never used Fiverr, could say, but I have a lot of freelancer friends who are six-figure Fiverr agency owners, where they only got clients through Fiverr. So Fiverr works for sure. You just have to be super patient in the beginning. And some people, what they also do is that it really matters how many ratings you have on Fiverr. Okay, in the beginning. So what my friend had suggested was that go to your initial clients, tell them to pay you through Fiverr, tell them to give you a rating on Fiverr, so that initial push you get through your organic leads, and then you can, the probability of you scaling on Fiverr becomes even better. So this is something that you can do to, otherwise you'll have to wait for a long time and it's just very lengthy. So this is one tip that you can use for Fiverr. I have never used Upwork in my life, but obviously I know people who Upwork has also done really well. But for me, the high paying clients that I got were from Twitter.
Okay. Right. And like if you like you can mention something about foreign clients if people are asking how do you tap on foreign clients.
Yeah, on Twitter. I used to do it on Twitter. Like I used to find. So what you can do is that find one client. Okay, see
Yeah.
one target audience. उसके following में जाओ. He's probably following the similar kind of people. Then उसके following से pick one person. Then go to their following. So ऐसे करके you can make a list of people.
Right. So if we can just थोड़ा सा drill down on lead generation through Twitter, some basics to keep in mind and some tips.
Okay. So for lead generation Twitter, you need to know how to use the advanced search. So just go on Google, type advanced search on Twitter. It will any website will tell you how advanced search is used. It's basically a very it's like a very good filter for you to actually find people on Twitter. Okay, so that is one thing. Second thing, think of what these people might use as their keyword on their bio, because then only you can search for those people. So LinkedIn ka search results are very easy. Twitter ka search results are thoda tough. So you'll have to really look for people. Or what you can do is that find companies that you want to work for and search their CEO manually on Twitter. So that is also a way that you can find people on Twitter.
Cool. So like Vedika, we have found people, we have made a list. Now while approaching them, like reaching out to them through their DMs or mails, things to keep in mind while pitching to them.
Got it. So your offer needs to be really good, right? Like you can't have an offer which says that, oh, I'll do your social media marketing. That is, you will hardly get a reply for that, because every third person is doing social media marketing. Your offer should be that I XYZ, I have helped a similar company like yours to double their revenue in these many years. And here is how I help them, or a case study बना दिया. ऐसे like you have to make sure that you are showing how you are different from the 10,000 people that are already doing the same thing as you are. So most people, they just say that I can help you with social media marketing and XYZ list down. So that is not really what is going to attract them. Give them a lead magnet, give them a freebie, tell them that this is what I had written, and maybe this can help you out. That's it. Don't pitch in the first go. Let them see the freebie. If they like it, they will talk to you, and then you pitch to them. So just don't go in the, like, obviously the conventional method of just just directly asking them, or don't even like Twitter pay. People don't like to have small talk. So don't be like, hey, lovely to connect with you. what have you been like? What is the one thing that you've been doing? ऐसे करके don't try to have a conversation because the people that you will reach out to do not have the time to converse with you.
Right.
They just want to point what is why are you wanting to connect with them. Just don't beat around the bush and waste their time.
Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. So, okay,
Yeah.
so we have a question. Okay, so it's a question on agency. What do you mean by agency? And are there a team or a single person in an agency who do all the work on their own?
No, so freelancer is a single person. A freelancer also might have interns, but an agency usually comprises of full-time employees, and but it should have a full-time employee and obviously interns to have company का part होता है. But agency basically means that now you are working through a company name. Freelancer
Right,
is your name.
right,
So I was working through Vedika, Bhaia. Now I'm working through my company, which is called the Fourth.
right,
So,
right,
and now I have a few people working under me as interns as well. And
right,
obviously, my clientele has also doubled, if not like or tripled also. So, वो freelancing में is tough to do.
right. Absolutely getting you. So, okay, Vedika, like you said, that we need to reach out the people. Okay, we have sent the cold email, but one thing which people miss upon is following up. But there are some things we need to keep in mind while we're following up, like when to follow up, after how much time to how many times we need to follow up. So, if you can just drill down on that.
Yeah. So I have this rule that unless someone downright tells me no, I keep following up.
Okay.
So unless they are like, no, I am not interested in your service, unless they tell me this, I assume that they just don't have the time to reply to me, and I just keep following up with them.
Hmm.
So what I do is, start, then give it 3 days, then give it 2 weeks, then give it, 1 month. Like 2 weeks ke baad, another 2 weeks. Then after that 3 months. So
Hmm.
ऐसे कर करके I just keep increasing the time, but I never get them off the loop. So
Right.
because you never know when they might need it unless they absolutely don't require it.
Yeah, true, absolutely. So, okay, Vedika, like we talked about Twitter as a lead generation channel. Just like that will be my last question. Then I'll take all people's questions because we'll set a base for them.
Mhm.
Other than Twitter, like what are other lead generation methods which most of the people don't use or not aware of?
Obviously, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great lead generation method. Even Instagram is a great lead generation method, especially people who are into D2C, because most D2C brands are there on Instagram. So
Okay.
you can DM them on Instagram as well. Then obviously Fiverr is there, Upwork is there. Apart from that, there is you can also actually find the clients from Reddit. Uh, if you follow the right subreddits, and then you can also get clients to them. Then what else is there? Yeah, I think this is all honestly. Most the best kind of leads that you will get is through offerings. Those are the easiest to close.
It's true. I missed it. It's true.
Referrals from your
Reference or
existing.
word of mouth, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that was one of my question too. Nothing can beat word of mouth. So
yeah.
how do you build word of mouth to get to that stage?
Just deliver results. If you deliver results, then clients will automatically. Like one client has given us 7 referrals because
Hmm.
her account is doing really well. So it's just how well you can deliver, and then why will they not want to help out their friends?
Right, right, right. Getting you. Okay, so we have a question which says how Vedika hooks the client. Did she use free service approach first or what?
No, I never did free service. If you do free service, you can do performance driven service. But if I get you say 1,000 followers, then only you pay me. That is okay, but it should never be that I will work for you for free.
Hmm.
So tell them like charge a minimal amount, but don't work for free, and charge a minimal amount only if you don't have experience. Obviously, so if you don't have experience, charge a minimum amount, use them as your portfolio, and then charge higher.
Awesome. So we have Saurav who is okay. Saurav, I am sending you the invitation to speak. You can come up on the stage and ask questions.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Vedika. Good
Yeah,
evening.
hi Saurabh.
Yeah, so
Mm,
I have a question that let's imagine I own a SaaS firm that seeks through the analytical numbers, KPIs, and other data, and have a high onboarding fee. So, how do I really get started with such promising prospects?
You have a high onboarding fee. How high are we talking about?
So, we are talking about, let's say, $25,000 a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is exactly your question?
So, how do I get started with such promising prospects? Like anyone would go over and think about paying 25,000, right? Dollar a month on such a product. So, how do I really get started? Because I have the product ready. I do want to get started. So, how do I do
Wait,
that?
I am confused. You have a SaaS product.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is $25,000 a month.
If you're a company, let's say you are Nike.
An enterprise.
Yeah.
Enterprise is $25,000.
Yeah, that's a $25,000 a month, and we are going up to $1,000, like sorry, $100K a month.
Okay, got it. See, so honestly speaking, I don't have too much experience with SaaS products because I didn't never worked with one also.
Okay.
So I met Udit Goenka the other day, who is PitchGround co-founder. So what he told us was basically that with enterprises, you just get one shot. If
Yeah.
you work it out, you do like you crack them. If you don't do it, then it's gone forever. That account is gone forever. So you have to be very careful when it comes to enterprise, especially. And basically, yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, I don't know too much about this because, again, I have never started a SaaS company.
It's all right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your
No
time.
worries.
Thank you, Saurav. So, Rudraksh, I'm sending you an invite. Yeah, Rudraksh, you can ask your question.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to ask that I am a bachelor student, computer science, second year. I am looking for freelance work. How to get the first client? Like they don't have any information, no reference, nothing. Money is not important. Just work experience and learning is more important, right?
Okay, so what you basically do is you have to do the outreach then. I'm assuming you don't make content, so you can't generally. So you have to reach out to people, say on LinkedIn, or you can also do on Twitter, but start with LinkedIn. I think that would be better. And tell them that you will be performance driven. So tell them that unless you get, say, if you're talking about followers, tell them that unless you
Yes.
get 5,000 followers, I won't get paid. And obviously, tell them after they get 5,000 followers, you'll ask like you will get XYZ amount. But
Yes. Okay.
tell it to them like that, and then for sure they would be interested in getting you on board. But obviously, your pitch needs to be really good. As in, why should they even believe that you can get them to 5,000 followers? So just tell them that you're a constant learner and you've been taking up a lot of courses and you want to get your first client, and the reason why you're doing it at such a cheap rate, even though you want to charge higher, is because you just want experience. And that's basically what.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rudraksh. Arif, I'm inviting you to speak. Yes, Arif, you can unmute and ask your question.
Hi Vedika. So my question is how to identify your clients in social media.
Yeah, how to?
Identify your client in social media, like any of the social media.
How to identify a client? I mean, then you'll have to figure out what your niche is. So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
very open-ended question.
So for suppose I'm a content writer. Okay. So how can I identify any of my client? Suppose in LinkedIn.
See, your client can be of any there's a lot of disturbance in your background. So yeah, just mute yourself. That your client can be from any industry, right? So first you have to tell me which industry you think that you can do well for. Is it going to be D2C? Is it going to be a food and beverage industry? Is it going to be a SaaS product? What exactly is your niche? Because I would not be able to do that for you.
Okay. And if I want to if I want to get a foreign client, what should be my, I mean,
It
how
needs to
should
be
I approach? I mean,
foreign clients के साथ foreign clients के साथ it needs to be performance driven. Like without that, it'll be tough for you to crack a foreign client. So again, same thing. Your offer, make it so good that people feel stupid saying no. So if your offer says that either I can guarantee or you can tell in your offer that I can help you achieve XYZ and XYZ results. Any sort of guarantee that you can give them a money back guarantee if needed. Like ask them for money and tell them that if I don't give you this result, then I'll give you your money back. So unless you do these things, it will be tough for you to crack a foreign client.
Oh, thanks. And also, is it preferable to do cold calls?
Cold calls, no. You have to first reach out to them through message and then get them on a call to close them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Eric. So we have a question in the chat. I'll take a chat question and then let you guys be on the stage. How to approach and get clients at Upwork and Fiverr? Like how to write a good cover letter, which details to include, how much to place a bid, and other things need to be checked.
So see, I honestly don't know about Upwork and Fiverr at all. I genuinely have never tried that at all because my main thing is Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. So I will just do a small plug-in here. I am putting my course ka link over here. We have called my six-figure this is the course. This is the first course that we have. And then iske saath we have another course, which is a lead gen course where I have called my friend who is a six-figure, Fiverr freelancer, and he basically has broken down all things about Fiverr. So in case any of you are interested in any of these courses, then you can just join it.
Cool. Okay, so one more question we have is it's related to how do you grow company page on LinkedIn and Twitter, and how is it different from personal branding?
So see, company page on LinkedIn and Twitter is very, very tough to grow. Personal branding is when you are increasing your own personal brand, right? Like for example, Vedika Bhaia would be my personal brand and Foursquare would be my company page, right? So how I have seen people grow their company pages on Twitter is that they have a personal brand, they have a company page, they grow their personal brand and subtly redirect people to their company page. So that is what I've seen working on Twitter.
Right. Cool. So okay. So techie,
And
yeah.
yeah.
Continue, Vedika.
For LinkedIn, you have to tag people as much as you can. So on LinkedIn, make content like 5 things I learned from XYZ and tag them, or like do a quote and tag people so that they can, if they like your post, then their audience will also like it. Do like live LinkedIn lives from your company page. That helps. Send people invitation to like the company page. That also helps. So company page again is very tough to grow on LinkedIn, which is why I am such a person.
Cool. Awesome. Techie, if you are there, just accept the invite. I've sent you the invite to come on the stage. I guess he's not there. Okay, he's there. Cool. Techie, go ahead.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
First of all, thank you, Vedika, for sharing your knowledge. It's really good thing. My question is like how web designers come up with the result matrix for a landing page. Like how can we quantify that X amount will be generated or X number of users will be on page for a client, and like how also how web developer pitch for recurring clients, because people think website is a one-time investment. If you can answer.
Pitch for recurring clients. Acha.
Yeah.
Okay. So to answer your first question, you can tell them that you can make their you can guarantee them that you can make their website in 10 days maybe. Because obviously you can't guarantee them results. But like if you, because see, honestly speaking, like अगर उन लोग Facebook ads run करेंगे on your landing page, then if their ads are shit, it doesn't matter how good your landing page is, it will do bad. So there is no way you can guarantee anything. You can accept your time. So you can guarantee them that I can make landing pages in 5 days. So that will just help them speeden up the process, and anyone would like their landing page to happen fast. So maybe you can guarantee that. And for your second question, which is recurring clients, you can maybe tell them that you will maintain the landing page. मतलब that you can add on as a service. That every month, मतलब monthly, you will if there is any changes that is needed or anything that is needed in the website, then you can just maintain that, because that's the only add-on service that you can do. Because websites are a one-time, except the small change.
Okay, thank you. There is no other thing कि हम किसी और तरीके से मैट्रिक्स डिफाइन कर पाएं कंपनी के लिए other than
मेरे को टाइम के अलावा और तुम्हारे यूएक्स यूआई डिजाइन के अलावा आई डोंट सी तुम कैसे और कुछ गारंटी कर पाओगे, क्योंकि everything else will be dependent on other things as well. So if you guarantee and someone else screws it up, then तुम्हारा ही लॉस होगा और बात नहीं. So
actually actually this point is added because आपने कहा था कि जो क्लाइंट फॉरेन क्लाइंट को परफॉर्मेंस और रिजल्ट्स मैटर करते हैं.
नहीं, पर वेब
डिजाइन
में तुम कैसे करोगे? हर चीज में ऑब्वियसली एप्लीकेबल नहीं. Web design is more about your designing and how well you can write copy. That is what matters. So
Awesome, cool. Teki, does that answer your question?
yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we have Harsh next. Harsh, please just accept the invite to come on the stage.
Yeah, thank you, Manpreet, and thank you, Vedika. And Vedika, I want to ask a simple question. Like, आपने कहा कि LinkedIn में आप कंटेंट करके लीड जनरेट कर सकते हैं कंटेंट डाल के, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज एक सर्टेन जैसे कुछ क्लाइंट्स के लिए आप बहुत सारे लोग पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग कर रहे हैं और कंटेंट डाल रहे हैं, और इतना कंपटीशन होने के बाद लाइक विच कंटेंट हम क्या कंटेंट डालें जो अपनी टारगेट ऑडियंस को अट्रैक्ट कर सकें इतने कंपटीशन में. how do I find the content and also the right target audience?
यार अभी genuinely competition ज़्यादा है नहीं. I still feel there are like hardly people making content on LinkedIn. Obviously more than what they were doing before, but in this way, in this thing, only content consumption can help you. Try to listen to as many podcasts as possible, read as many books as possible, consume content on Twitter and repurpose that on LinkedIn, consume content on Instagram and try to reels, YouTube shorts, kitna sara content pieces hai.
Yeah,
Content
no,
pieces ka to
but
matlab
but the
wahi
thing is like for example if I'm targeting the YouTubers, मैं एक content डालूंगा कि like how to grow your channel and something like that, and so ये ऐसे help educational content तो डल ही रहे हैं. क्या अगर मैं वही और education content डालूंगा तो
नहीं, it needs to be a mix. खाली educational content चलेगा नहीं. It needs to be more about personal stories also. Personal stories बहुत important है for LinkedIn growth. अगर तुम वो नहीं डालोगे और सिर्फ educational डालते रहोगे और trending topics नहीं डालोगे, क्या trend कर रहा है अभी अगर layoffs हो रहा था तो layoffs के बारे में लिखना, कुछ भी अभी अगर हो रहा है then writing that, being the first person to write it to get that first mover advantage, all that is more important.
Okay, and can you explain more about like personal stories, like what kind of personal stories and how do I find them?
Personal stories तो खुद मतलब client से पूछना होगा तुमको.
Yeah, okay,
Personal
so
stories
understood.
मतलब either that या personal stories of startup entrepreneurs, ऐसे कर लो.
Mhm.
How did how did Paytm go from being a $0 valuation to now XYZ dollar valuation? It is just an example. और ऐसे
Okay.
करके उसका
Mhm.
पेटीएम के फाउंडर के बारे में, तो वो स्टोरीज पढ़
And
के
mhm. Mhm.
या
And one thing also, like there is a platform like Quora and Reddit where we can write content, and at last we can as a helping option, like we can provide a link for our product. Will this work? Like कि हमने content डाला है, then last को content ऐसे ही है और उसी में हम product link दे रहे हैं
हाँ
जो कि इनको help करेगा.
हाँ
Uh,
that
will
yes
it work?
yes कोरा मार्केटिंग में तो वही कर.
Quora में main यही है. Okay, thank you Vedika for giving your time, and it's
Thank you.
yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Cool. So, Ritik, I'm inviting you to speak, and then Tanmay, I will take you up. So, Ritik, can you just accept the invitation for coming on the stage? Cool. Tanmay, I'm sending you. Yeah. Tanmay, you can unmute and ask your question.
Thank you, Manpreet. Hi, Vedika. How are you?
Yeah, hi. I'm
My
good.
question is that how do you manage your work at an agency level and at an individual level? Because we just started an agency and we have clients, but sometimes the work becomes so much of a mess. It is hard to handle that. Do you use a tool, or if you have any other strategy, you can tell me, please.
So I'm confused about your question. Individual level मतलब my
As in,
creation of
how do you
content
manage your work as an individual level and as an agency level? How do you manage your clients and all that?
and individual level meaning my content creation. Is that what you're talking about, or just general work-life balance?
General work-life balance on individual level, and how do you manage your clients and other that for agency?
यार मतलब अब इंडिविजुअल लेवल में तो ज्यादा कुछ है नहीं एक्सेप्ट माय कंटेंट. अब तो सब एजेंसी का ही है. तो इंडिविजुअली आई एम नॉट टेकिंग ऐसे एनी क्लाइंट. इट इज ओनली थ्रू माय एजेंसी. So it is my content and it is agency ka jo bhi work. So my
Okay.
content is simple. I sit on Sunday and I finish my content. And
And on agency level, how do you manage your clients and all? How do you distribute your works against your peers
so
and all?
on agency level, so we have all processes ki every client has one POC ki is client ka ye employee is working on this client. So we just have to delegate it and then edit content if necessary. So that is how the process is. We've said कि XYZ client का say A is working on the person. So A से हम लोग follow up करते हैं कि कितने हुआ क्या हुआ. If I need to give them some sort of advice, I give that also. And if I need to give them some sort of content piece, I give that to them. And we work on Friday and Saturday and finish all the pieces. So the entire week is थोड़ा light.
Okay. And do you use a tool to do that
Tool for
for managing this work, for managing as in a CRM tool or anything?
we have a Notion का doc for that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tanmay. Yeah, you can move to audience now. Cool. Okay, so there's a question in the chat, Vedika. Should a freelancer outsource his or her work? If yes, then how should they do it?
Yes, of course you can. I also did that. If yes, then you will have to find someone who's as good as you and share profits with them. If you want your work to be really good, because outsourcing मतलब होता है that then you can't let the quality deteriorate. So if you have to do that, then try getting it done from a good person who you can share your profits with. Or if you want to get an intern, then you will have to be very involved in the process.
Absolutely. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so we have Mansi next. Mansi, please accept the invite to come on the stage. Yeah.
Hi Manpreet. Hi Vedika. Hello.
Yes, Mansi, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So मैंने अभी मतलब LinkedIn पे पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग खुद की ऐसे कुछ स्टार्ट की है. आई एम अ मार्केटिंग स्टूडेंट. आई कंप्लीटेड MBA. So I just wanted to start like freelancing. तो मैंने बेटा क्लाइंट्स भी लिए थे फेसबुक से, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज के अगर अब मैं बेटा क्लाइंट्स के बाद अगर अब मैं कोई ऐसे पेड क्लाइंट लेती हूँ, तो मतलब जो उनका कैप्शन राइटिंग होता है, जो भी मतलब कंटेंट राइटिंग का मतलब जो पार्ट है, उसमें मैं इतनी अच्छी नहीं हूँ, तो मतलब मुझे कोई लोग चाहिए होंगे, तो मैंने वो भी फाइंड करने की कोशिश की थी, इंटर्न या ऐसा कोई लिखे, पर वो थोड़ी फ्री में करेंगे, वो तो मतलब स्टैब्लिश्ड है, तो मतलब मैं अभी इस सिचुएशन में हूँ कि मैं अगर पेड क्लाइंट लेना चाहूँ, तो हाउ कुड आई मैनेज टू लाइक हायर समवन और टू हेल्प मी सम लाइक टू हेल्प मी.
So wait, what service do you offer?
Okay, so I offer social media marketing in Instagram and in LinkedIn.
So if you don't do content writing, what do you do?
So like content, I do मतलब content writing I do, but like captions हो गए, तो captions में इतनी अच्छी पकड़ नहीं है, मतलब because I just started, so I think caption में मुझे भी और थोड़ा time लगेगा कि मैं और उसको मतलब अच्छे से लिख सकूं, तो मैं सब तो मैं नहीं कर सकती ना. आई नीड समवन के कोई मतलब सब में मैं अच्छी नहीं हो सकती, तो मतलब फिलहाल के लिए मुझे ऐसा कोई कॉपी राइटर या कंटेंट राइटर की जरूरत है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है.
So get an intern only then. मतलब internशाला से कोई intern को ले लो, because but they will also not be like, you will have to guide them. In the end, you will have to know everything if you want to be a social media marketer.
या दैट्स व्हाट आई एम आस्किंग कि मतलब अगर मुझे ये सोशल मीडिया सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करनी है, तो कॉपीराइट मतलब ये कैप्शन राइटिंग, कॉपी राइटिंग,
सब
ये भी मुझे
सीखना
आना
होगा.
चाहिए.
हाँ, आना चाहिए, because see, if you are going to hire people,
या
it can't be somebody who's at the same level as you, then you'll have to divide the profits and everything. So if you want to do that, then you can do that. If you're getting an intern, then you have to guide them. You can't be like कि अच्छा तुम कर दो, मुझे तो आता नहीं. So तुमको सीखना तो पड़ेगा ही.
ओके, सो फॉर दैट मतलब कॉपी राइटिंग के लिए बेसिक मतलब फॉर बिगनर्स, हाँ मतलब कहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है, मतलब बिकॉज आई हैव टेकन ऑलरेडी कोर्सेज, बट मुझे उन कोर्सेज से कुछ ज्यादा फायदा नहीं हुआ है, मतलब मैं कहीं बढ़ी नहीं आगे, मैं वहीं के वहीं हूँ अभी भी.
Skillshare से कोर्सेज कर लो, वो अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है.
कहाँ से?
Skillshare.
ओके,
Yeah.
थैंक यू.
No worries.
Thank you, Mansi. Oak, if you are, yeah, Mansi, you can move to the audience. Oak, if you're there, I'm inviting you again. Yeah.
Hello. So,
Yes.
my question is regarding the type of clients that you have dealt with. Have you ever dealt with a particular client or a company which is like which mostly consists of people who haven't actually who don't really have the idea of impact on social media with the marketing and and yeah. So basically, when they want to actually when you actually deal with making the content for those kind of people, how do you deal with making content for them? Because they don't really
Yeah.
understand. So there'll be a gap between them conveying what they do and you making and marketing them.
Got it. So initially only you will have to tell them that, if you don't have, you have to tell them to trust you, and you have to be confident enough to give them results and show them that, this is why you should trust me. So you only have to establish this thing, because if you do stuff according to what they are saying, you will never be able to give them results. There is no way you'll be able to do that, because they'll just tell you that it's a post like this, and you'll have to do it, and then it won't give results, and they'll be like ये results. So
Uh, the,
एक दो बार ऐसे कर लो, ठीक है. उन लोग जो बोलते हैं पोस्ट कर लो, उन लोग बोलेंगे रिजल्ट्स क्यों नहीं आ रहे, तुम उनको बोलना कि यू आर द वन टेलिंग मी आई एम नॉट बीइंग एबल टू डू इट माय सेल्फ, देन डू इट योरसेल्फ.
so my question was not exactly like this. My question was actually
ओके.
targeting towards like they are for example the audience or not the audience the client, they're like 55 plus people and a group of people and they don't have any clue about the social media and stuff like that, but they're smart because they are into science and their product making skills and all the stuff. So that's where their limitation is. And so the thing is they won't be asking for results because they don't know how to see those results in the first place. That is the client. Okay. And now we have to get them on social media. Second. Then the third is my question is regarding how do you actually get to know about their products and the research that they do so that you'll be able to make content to market it. That is the question.
ये तो डिपेंड करता है ऑन एवरी इंडस्ट्री, मतलब
Mm.
market research तो will be completely on, like, mostly I do, like, I genuinely have three platforms that I trust a lot. One, Twitter, two, obviously Google, and third is either Reddit or Quora or YouTube. So these four platforms say see as many videos, see as many stuff that you can to actually understand their product, and firstly try to get it from them only. Na? Why are they not telling you what the
Because they don't understand social media. Yeah, that's
no,
it.
but they understand their product, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, usually the client only tells ki, these are the places that you can, they give us the links because they know the industry the best. We won't be able to know their industry that well. So that's what I
Mm.
tell them, that, you have been in this industry, I have been in the social media industry. I don't know anything about science, but I know everything about content. So you tell me where to take the stuff from and I will do the
Mm.
research.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool, Vedika. I guess we'll take one more person on the stage. On the last one. Yeah, Oak, you can move to the audience. Ritik, I'm sending you the invite. Oh, Ritik, are you able to accept it? Because I have sent you. Okay, yeah, Ritik is here. Ritika, the voice is Ritik, the voice is very muffled up. So I guess there's a network issue. Yeah. Can you try again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good now. It's good now.
Yeah. So currently, Vedika, I don't know about you. Like, that you are a freelancer, but I don't know in which.
Ritik, you are not audible. Okay,
Can you
so
hear me?
yeah, Ritik, I get you. Just give me a heads up if I'm right or not. You're asking in which niche is with where has Vedika built an agency and is or was freelancing, right?
Yes. And how she get confidence of she can do a work means freelancing is like a responsibility.
Ritik, you're not audible. It'll be awesome if you could just type in your question. Yeah.
Yeah. Main question is that which you just.
Okay, sure. So she's basically for the matter of expertise, a LinkedIn growth expert. Otherwise, she helps entrepreneurs build a personal brand and help them in building a personal brand on platforms. I hope I'm right, Vedika.
Yes, on LinkedIn, Twitter, and LinkedIn and
Yeah.
Twitter, both.
Yeah. Cool, Ritik. I hope that answers your question.
Can you hear me properly, or it's not audible? If it's not audible, then I will get in touch.
It's not Ritik. It's again Hank. So you can get in touch with you can just type in your question there, then we'll see. Okay. Okay. So Vedika, just a question from my end as well. Like when is the right time? Like a lot of people are freelancing part time or just as a side hustle. When is the right time? They just if they are having a good, if they're having a full time job to switch from a job to freelance business.
See, honestly, don't quit your job. Start freelancing side me. And when you're making at least half of what you're making in your job, then you can quit it. Or if not half, then obviously the exact amount. Usually jobs make any payment only. So it's very easy to, even if you get two clients, you will be able to make the same amount of money that you are making in
Right.
your job. So once you are stable with that, then leave it. So don't, like, essay leave.
Right. Right, I absolutely agree. So Vedika, ending it up, like since we started with getting first hyping clients, like after a point of time, what are your final tips for people to build a strong like they are getting inbound leads, a net, strong income of inbound leads for them?
Make content on LinkedIn. Start with making content on LinkedIn. And if you, again, subtle plugin again, but if you are wanting to learn how to get inbound leads from LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, then, you know, we have stored this exact thing in our course, which I'm leaving in the text Wala group. So you can just join that and understand.
Awesome, awesome. So Vedika, we have just one more question in the chat. Like I'll take it up. They are asking that how much time you devoted in hours per day to create content.
Initially, it was around 2 hours.
Hmm.
Now it takes me like half an hour to create the entire week.
Cool, cool, cool.
That is for LinkedIn only, of course.
Yeah,
Reels. Let's not even talk about how much time Reels takes for me. But
100,
yeah.
100%. So Vedika, like there are people asking any good brands or YouTube channel you would suggest for learning branding and freelancing. Obviously, it's Vedika, and apart from it, like if you have any suggestions for them.
Saheli Chatterjee is good for understanding how to learn freelancing. Then there is Hustle Post Academy, talks about side hustle. Then and branding. Branding के लिए there is this person called Vanshika. She is good. Uh, yeah, that's about it. That's what I remember right now. But later I can just put in the
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you so much, Vedika, for doing this. It was genuinely a value bomb. A lot of people got their answers. We have someone again raising their hand, hacker. Is it okay if we take this last question, Vedika?
Yeah, but let's keep this the last question now.
Sure, sure, sure. So it
Yeah.
was hacker. Oh yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, hi.
Hello, ma'am. I have the questions about. I'm a programmer and web designer, ma'am. I'm building personal brand in LinkedIn, but many of the best developers and designers are available on internet and out there in LinkedIn also. Can I get a clients in LinkedIn or try some Twitter also, ma'am?
Try both. Try both.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it's good. Twitter is also pretty good on to get web development gigs. So you can try Twitter as well.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Awesome. Thank you, hacker. Thank you so much, Vedika, for doing this. So yeah, I hope everyone learned a lot, got the query solved. I'll also put in your handles there in the chat after this so that they can go follow you and connect with you personally if needed. Thank you guys for joining in as well. Just a quick update, we have our app live and we are having some cool discussions going on the app. So you can go hop into the discussions and find your tribe there as well. Thank you so much, Vedika.
No worries.